Okay, so welcome everyone. This is Python lecture number 3. And idea is today we are going to learn about lists and dictionaries. And since there are few folks who are new to this class, what you will need is you need to go to your Google Colab. The way to go to Google Colab is you need to open your Google Chrome. We will work with only Chrome browser. Any other browsers, they're not very friendly with Python. And then go to something called as colab.google.com. And that's basically the uh, what I call is the IDE, or basically the environment which is provided by Google. That is the one which we are using throughout our discussion for these classes. Okay. So, and once you go to this web page, all you need to do is go to File, Upload Notebook, and upload the notebook which I shared in the chat, and you are all set for the class. Right? I did send the YouTube channel for our company. You might want to consider subscribing it if you have interest in learning artificial intelligence. If you are interested in learning robotics, we do issue regularly updates and tutorials on our YouTube channel. If you want to stay in touch, that's the best place where you can get a lot of information periodically. Okay. All right. So with that little background, let's get started with the class. I want to make sure we revise a little bit from the previous classes so that people don't see this as just a movie ongoing. Okay. I will call out few names. I just want to make sure everybody pick up the material, they learn things, they are comfortable with the learning, and as we go into the next class, they really feel happy that they came because you are investing 1 hour of your life. Okay. So who can tell me what is a variable? Quickly. Whoever can address it, go ahead, Aryan.
Variable is like an empty bucket. You can put something in there, and whenever you need it, you can take it out and use it.
Absolutely. Okay, great. What are the different types of data you can get in Python? Give me at least 3. Go ahead, Tanish. You're mute, buddy. Tanish, you're mute.
Sorry, like a data type, you can get integers, float, and well, I forgot the last one.
Okay, who can help him third one? Ratin, can you help him the third data type?
I don't know what's the third data type.
Okay, Ado?
Strings.
Strings. I see Ansh raises both hands. Ansh, can you help one more data type? Ansh and
Float,
Harsha. Float
float,
can be one more. That's good. Harshad,
boolean,
what is
boolean.
Boolean? Who can tell me what is a Boolean data type?
A boolean is like a true or false thing.
It's a true or false thing. Okay. Now here is important question. How can you check a data type in your Colab file? Who can tell me that? What command you will use? I want to say somebody who haven't spoken. Okay, Vivan, how can you tell which particular data type is there in Python?
I'm not sure how to tell the particular data type.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to let everybody know, not knowing is an okay answer in this class. You can ask as many questions as you want. Okay, but only thing is you cannot keep quiet. All right. I think Anish Senthil, can you help students? How do you verify a data type? Anish Senthil, you're mute, buddy. Are you able to hear me, Anish? Okay, how can you check a data type of a variable? Okay, okay, Jay, Anish, do you know it?
Yeah, using the type function.
Absolutely, so proud of you. Using the type. So, Jay, do you want to quickly share your screen and show us how would you check an integer data type using type, just for the benefit of the class, please?
Okay. How do I share my screen? I don't
The
see a
green,
function that lets us share my screen.
okay. Let me see. I can share it quickly, okay? And you help me guide, okay?
Okay.
See, I hope everybody is able to see my screen. Integer count equals to 10, okay? Or I just say count equals to 10. And now help me here. How can I check?
Type, yeah,
Type,
type, and then now count.
count. Okay, good. Can everybody see it is an integer?
Yeah.
Okay, good, awesome. Now, if I just say type 10.0, what will be this data type coming out? What
Float.
is
Float.
float? Absolutely. Let's check. It is float. Okay. Now, a simple question. Okay. And then we can move on to today's exercise. Count equals to 10 and then number equals to 12. I hit type count and I hit type number. Now, who is in this group smart enough to tell me what will be the data type of count here and what will be the data type of number? Raise your hand, please, otherwise I can't see you. Disha, go ahead. What will be the data type of count?
For count, I'm pretty sure it'd be integer, and then for number, it would be string.
Awesome. Let's check. It is only saying string. Why it is not showing count? Who can help me here? Go ahead, Ado. Why it is only showing me string? Why? Your answer is right, Disha. Okay, answer is not wrong. You are perfect there. Ansh?
I think you have to specify like count equals str10, maybe.
Okay. So, okay, here is the learning. Okay. So in Colab, the output you see is only the last statement output. You don't see the whole output. If you want to see the whole output, you need to specifically print it. You say print type count, and hopefully this picks up. Class integer, and second one is type number is string. You can even give same thing here. Print. Can everybody see the difference? Ansh, do you have a question? I see your hand is raised. Ansh, Tanish, do you guys have a question? Okay, good. Anish, Senthil, buddy, you need to keep the camera on, okay? Anybody who don't have camera on, I will have to remove them just because I want to make sure people are focused for those 30-40 minutes. All right? Unless, of course, if you are in a, let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with today's class then. Does revision quickly help everybody? Okay, I'm assuming it's yes. Now, today we are going to cover something called as very important, called as lists in Python. Does anybody know what a list in Python means? Please raise your hand if you know it. Just raise your hand if you know it. What is a list in Python? Okay, I see few folks. Okay. Philip, you want to go ahead since you haven't spoken?
Is it like information, like a whole list of information and multiple
Okay.
codes? Like it could be like Apple, like a list of fruits.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Advait, you want to add anything there?
I think a list is just like a group of items. That could like really be anything. Like how
Okay,
Philip said.
awesome. Aryansh, anything more? Aryansh Shah? Shah?
Yeah, just stuff like different data in like order.
Data in different order. Okay. Vivan?
It would be data that's classified in like and spaced and divided in one big group, but it's divided.
Okay. All right. So hold on. I see a lot of people raising hand. Okay, hold on. I just want to quickly explain just so that everybody picks it up. Okay. So I see. Okay. Anish, if your camera doesn't turn on in next a minute or so, I need to kick you out, buddy. Okay.
Hi, my Chromebook is
Okay.
really slow, so I joined on my phone. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. And Sai, you and your camera need to be on. Okay. So all of you are correct here. Okay. List is basically a list of items. It's just like if your mom sends you for a shopping list. She will tell you, okay, bring these 3 fruits, these 2 vegetables, and maybe sugar and flour and anything else. So that's basically a list of items. But in Python, when you want to define a list, you need to follow a syntax. What is the syntax? All the list items need to be in the square bracket. This is a square bracket. Can everybody see the square bracket there? Every item in the list need to be inside the square bracket. Every item need to be separated by a comma. Generally, they call it a delimiter, but just use the simple language. It need to be separated by a comma. All the characters in the list need to be in either a single quote or a double quote. Those are the basic syntax. Of course, if you make some error, most of the IDEs are smart enough. They will tell you that there is a mistake. When you see a red and you just hover onto it, it will basically give you what is the error. I close it. Okay. When you basically print it, it is printing you the list of items. Now, who can tell me a quick guess? We know different integers, different basically variables and things like that. Why do we even need to get a headache of getting a list? I mean, you just work with integer, things like that, and be happy with it. Why to study list at all? I am looking for somebody who haven't spoken yet. Let's see. Who haven't spoken yet? Anish, any idea why we get into the headache of learning list?
Not really.
Okay, Arjun. I think I woke Arjun. Did you just woke up, Arjun? You're in a dark place.
Yeah, no, I didn't just wake up.
Okay.
I just didn't turn the light on.
Okay, that's fine. Why do we need to get a headache of learning list? One more issue to work with.
What? I couldn't hear you, sorry.
Oh, okay. Why we are getting into trouble of learning lists in Python? You have the integer, you have different strings, you have float variable. Why lists again? Amrita.
I think it might be because it's easier, like organized or something, and maybe you can do other functions easier with it.
Okay, hold on to that thought. Let's go back to people who raise hands. I don't know the sequence. I'm just reading from my screen. Philip, why lists?
Because you don't need to be doing like every single code line. It's like faster to use.
Okay, Advait.
It stores multiple items, so if you ever need to use one of the items, it's easier to just extract it from the list. So it simplifies the code.
Okay, that's good. Ruturaj.
In list we get collection of items together, and it is organized, so that's why.
Okay. Anything else you can think of, Sai?
Adding on to what they said, I think that basically its main task is store multiple values in one variable.
Store multiple values in one variable. Did you hear that? Vivan and Ado, I'm holding on, okay, but that's fine. Let me just quickly elaborate on that. That's a very important point. Imagine right now in this classroom there are 21 students, okay, and few more are still joining. 22 now. If I have to save grades or names of 22 students with one variable for each name, how many variables I need? 22 variables. Now, If I have to remember 22 variables, it will basically take a lot of time and efforts on my brain. Same way, every time you define a variable in your computer, there is a specific memory gets allocated for the variable. If you define 22 variables, your computer will start slowing down. In spite of that, you just use one variable name and basically address from that one variable name all the students. Which will be faster, Madhura? You remember 22 people's names, or you remember one class, okay, class Python, and then basically you put all the names in one variable? What will be easier for you?
The second one you said?
Second one. It's so obvious, isn't it? So you basically put every name into the list and you remember. But then the question comes in, then if I need a specific name, how do I address it? If I need apple, or if I just need banana, or just one cherry, how do I address it? Vivan, you raise hand. Do you know how to address it? Okay, Adav, do you know how to address it? Yeah, go ahead, Vivan.
Sorry. I think that instead of putting print fruits, you would print one specific value like apple.
Absolutely. Okay, instead of printing the whole fruits, you basically choose which one you want. Now, here is something very, very important to remember. When we say start counting, where do we start counting from? Let's say we want to count the number of students in this group. Where would you start? What number you start the counting from? Advait?
0.
Oh man, he's smart. Okay, so most human beings, as a human being, will starting from 1. But computer list starts counting from 0 as the first index. Does everybody understand the word index? Anybody has a question about the word index? What is the index or things like that? Okay, great. So let me, Adav, you have a question, buddy?
Yeah, what is the index?
First of all, very proud of you. In a class of 21 students, if you don't know something, it takes a lot of courage to ask that question that I don't know. And if you just continue that habit throughout your life, it will be an amazing success for you. Okay, so do not have any fear to ask any question. There might be so many other students, they might know a lot of things. You should be confident. You should feel fearless, at least in this class with this coach. I like students who ask questions. Okay, so that's a great question. Let me address that. Or is there anybody in the class who can address it? What is an index? Go ahead, Ansh. What is an index?
So like the indexes, like if there's a list, each letter I think has like 0 to 1.
Okay,
0,
Harshad?
1, 2. Basically like the ID for like the thing.
ID for the thing, yes, simple. Okay, Ruturaj, you want to add anything?
Specified value for something.
Okay, Tanish?
It's like a data processing where you can get a specific element like a string list all those data types, and then
Okay.
you can get its position or the number index.
Okay, so let me that's great. Everybody's close enough, no big deal. So index is basically you specify the position of an object in a list. So for apple, it's position 0. Apple is at position 0. Banana is at position 1. And so on and so forth. Okay, so index is basically, it specifies position of an item inside a list. Is it clear enough? Whoever asked that question? Ansh, Tanish, do you guys have a question? Your hand is still up, buddy. Okay, I'm assuming it's clear that what is an index. Index basically gives you position of an item inside the list. So how do we get the position of an item? Every list starts with 0 and it continues 0, 1, 2, so on and so forth. Okay, so how do we get a specific item? See here, that's called indexing. From the fruits list, I want 0th object. When I ask for zeroth object, what will be the coming out from this list? Quickly raise your hand. Or why don't we do one thing another way? When I zeroth object, what will come from the list? Can you type in the chat, please, so that I see everybody typing? What is the zeroth object in the list? Awesome. Awesome. Okay, great. Awesome. Perfect. So everybody agreed. Apple is the zeroth object in the list. Yeah. Now let's quickly go ahead and if you move forward, banana is the index 1, cherry index 2, and like that. Okay. Let's see if it is doing that for you. That's index. Apple, fruit 0. If I made it 1, banana. If I made it 2, cherry. Okay. Can you, now just for the benefit of everybody, can you type list of any 3 items which comes to your mind? Any 3 items, but it should be properly formatted in the square box. And if you're using the characters, it should be in single quote or double quote. And there should be 3 items in your list. Can you type in that, please? Yes, Ada, what is the question?
Are we supposed to type it in the chat?
Yes, please. So I'm typing just from my side, what is the list, okay? So I chose a numerical list, 1, 2, 3. That's what I typed in. So similar way, in the square bracket, can you type your own chosen list with 3 items in the list? At least 3. You can choose 4, 5, 10. I don't mind. We'll give a few seconds. We're still waiting for answers. Let's see. Pie, cake, cookie. I see some cookie lovers. Hey, I see some. Hey, Anish, you typed the list Python, Java, HTML, but what is the name of your list? Anish iPhone.
Is it coding languages equals?
I don't understand your question, but my understanding is your list need to have a name, right?
Yeah.
So there is no name for your list. So you need to maybe give it a name, then assignment operator equals to, and things like that. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Anish, yes. And I would still suggest if you can turn on your camera, but if you're
I
not in,
think I joined from my Chromebook and I have video on that one, but it was just really
Okay.
slow, so I joined from my phone too.
Okay, that's fine. Next time, let's just get Rai's laptop. Okay, I see Ayan Shah. Aryan, I don't know. Now there are a few Aryans. You have element equals to fire, water, air. Who is that Aryan? Elements equals to fire, water, air. Raise your hand, please. Okay, Aryan. Okay, I see your hand up. What is wrong in that list?
I forgot to put the apostrophes, but I don't know how to edit it.
Okay, apostrophes is one thing. What else is missing in his list? Let me share the screen.
Like the
See, that's the list. What else is missing here? Who can say? Harshat, what is missing in this list?
The square brackets.
Square brackets. Python is a very easy language, but it's highly syntax dependent. If your syntax is wrong, Python will start throwing you error just like that. But if you learn how to control Python, it will serve you like every single purpose you want from your computer. Okay? So let's see a few more lists. List phone charger, phone case. Okay. Food, donut, rice, apple. This is good. Awesome. Ansh, you went beyond print, hobbies, and number 1. That's great. That's great. Okay. Now, yes, Ansh, you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question. What
Yes.
happens if you like say print a index that's negative?
That's a great question. First of all, feel proud of yourself that you can think beyond what is being taught by the coach in the class. Okay, ability to ask question is a very, very important virtue in life. Who can tell what happens if the index you give is a negative? Jay Anish, go ahead.
It starts from the back side. So
It
if
starts
the-
from the reverse side, yes. Go ahead. Jay Anish, you were saying something else.
Yeah, so if the list goes from 0 as a starting, it just goes from 10. So like it starts from the back instead of the forward.
Absolutely. Is it clear enough, Ansh?
Yes.
Okay, great. I have one more question for the class. Now imagine you have 3 items in your list, okay? And you ask, give me the item number 4 to your computer. What will happen? Nobody thought that. You have only 3 items in a list, and you ask, hey, give me the item number 4 in the list. What will happen? Ruturaj says error. What kind of error it will be, Ruturaj? Speak up. What kind of error it will be?
It will show value not found or something like that.
It will show value not found. Most likely it will be index out of range. Okay, either way. Okay, the reason I asked that question is if you read the error type or if you read the details of the error, most likely you can find answer what is wrong in your Python code. At least the small codes. As your code becomes complex, it will be difficult. Is it clear enough so far? List overall syntax, how to find a specific item in the list. Give me a thumbs up if it's clear enough. Okay, thank you. All right, let's move on. Let's move on quickly. Okay. So now somebody said, hey, I don't know how to. Ansh, you have a question, buddy? Okay, good. Somebody said, right? I don't know how to add item to a list. Here is your answer. To add item to a list, all you do is you use a method called append. So we know we had fruits. Okay, here you go. We had fruits as our list. You had 3 items in it. And all I did was I want to add another fruit called orange. So all I did is fruits dot append orange and then print fruits again. You see now orange is added to the list. So why don't you do one thing? In your list, everybody, can you add an item with your name in it? Whatever is your list, in that, add your name as an item in the list. Ansh, go ahead. What's the question?
So, like, when you did the dot append, it went to the end, the orange. Like, what if you wanted orange, say, to be like a middle or the first?
Amazing questions. Very proud of you. Okay. Everybody wants to think like that. Okay. I'm really strongly encouraged. So you want to think questions. The moment your brain starts thinking, okay, what question I can ask, you will be able to think beyond what regular coach is talking about. It's very important, ability to ask questions. Okay, Tanish, go ahead. I'll answer your question, Ansh. Hold on.
Can you use NumPy to like alter the list? Like, let's say the list is orange, and apple. Can you change the letters so you can write apple backward and orange just as it is? Like, is there any way?
Yes, you can do that as well. There is a lot of fun things you can do with the list. Okay, there is definitely fun methods available. So who understands the word method when I'm using that word again and again? Who understands the word method? Disha, do you understand the word method?
It's basically like ways to do it.
It's basically a ways to do it. Okay, Madhura?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. Let's learn. Aryan, you raise your hand.
Like, it's like a special way of doing something.
Okay. Who else can? Somebody else raised hand. Who understand the word method? Raunak, do you know what a method means?
It is associated with something like object or class.
Object or class, okay.
Object.
Arjun? Okay, that's fine. Raunak, thank you.
It's
Arjun, you
any
raise
way
your
of
hand.
doing something.
Okay, Advait?
A method is just like a way of doing anything.
Okay, Harshat?
I was about to say the same thing.
Okay, if you're going to say same thing, lower your hands, please. Sai?
I was gonna say like there's different types of methods, like string methods, list methods, like.
Okay, but what is a method? Okay, here is the thing. When you go to school, I'm assuming everybody goes to school here and nobody going to college yet, okay? Correct me if I'm making a wrong assumption. When you start going back to school, you get up every day, you brush your teeth, you get your backpack ready, you get your tiffin ready, then you go to your school bus or your parents drop you to school. Is that right? Basically, same sequence you follow. Now, someday, if you get up, you brush your teeth, and then you, rather than packing your backpack, you just take your lunch and you start going to your school bus. What will your mom say to you? I see some people are smiling. Philip, what will your mom say to you if you forget your backpack?
To get the backpack or pack the backpack.
Okay, she will ask you to pack the backpack. Okay. Tanish?
You kind of know how she would act, but she would just be mad at me. Then she said, "You're forgetting your backpack. Now get it."
That's true. Yeah. I mean, okay, if your mom gets your backpack or she help you to pack the backpack, that's great, okay? But be thankful to them. But every mom is very busy, especially in the morning time. Most moms will react saying, hey, you don't understand, it's the same thing you are doing every single day and you forgot your backpack. How can you do that? Basically, it's the same activity you are doing every single day. So you don't have to think about it. It's fixed in your brain that this is the one I'm going to do every single day. Method is when you are going to do something repeatedly again and again. Fixed activities, you basically categorize it as a method in Python. So when you have to do same processing again and again, in Python, you write a separate function for it, and you can reuse that function, or and method and function are interchangeable. Basically means same thing. Don't worry about object-oriented right now. I'm keeping it simple for students, okay? So method and function are same. You basically have the same activities. You put it in a separate Python code, and you can reuse it again and again. Okay, so append is a method. So somebody has written a code where if you type append, what it should do to your list, somewhere that code is written in Python, and you are just using that code again and again as you need it. Adhav, and who else is chatting there? Joe, Aryan, Arjun, can you focus on the class, please? If anybody has any issues, talk to me. Okay, Ruturaj, I can definitely explain again. No problem. Yeah, but focus on me. You have taken 1 hour of your life out of your life. You could have played video game. You could have ate ice cream right now. You are sitting here. Get maximum out of this class. Okay. Vivan, you have a question?
Yes, so whenever they get the append, the method, would that be like getting it from the library?
Yes, exactly. So there is a set of library functions where your append method is basically, and the code for it is stored, and you are basically using that from there and basically putting it in your function. Ruturaj, for your benefit, I'm explaining it again. Okay. So if you want to do same activity again and again, okay, for example, take another quick example. Every day, whenever you basically your mom calls you for dinner, how many of you come and eat dinner in one go? That mom says, hey, Ruturaj, come for dinner, and you go and finish your dinner promptly without a second time. Does it happen all the time? No, thank you for being honest there. Okay, I know how moms work. Okay, so your mom has to call you first time. Ado, come and finish your dinner. Ruturaj, come and finish your dinner. Most likely the first time you may not go. Then they have to again call you. Hey, Amruta, come and finish your dinner, I told you. Then you have to again call you. Hey, Vivan, come and finish your dinner. After 3-4 times, you will put your remote or whatever you're doing down, and then you will go and finish the dinner. Your mom is basically using a method that, hey, come and finish the dinner, come and finish the dinner, come and finish the dinner. Ruturaj is saying at least 3 times if I have my phone in hand. That's true. It's better to help parents, right? Rather than that, we should, as you grow up, I know you will change for sure. Yeah. But is it clear enough what a method means? Any questions what a method means? Tanish?
So a method can be used for anything like developing a skill set, right? So if you want to find a method to make a neural network or something, you like that's a method, right?
No. So let's get it clear. A method is basically a repetition of a specific set of instructions. You want to use it again and again. Okay, let's keep it simple. A specific set of instructions, you want to do it again and again. That's a method.
Plus,
okay, and
my
what's
mom,
that?
if like for my mom, when she calls me, if I don't come in the first go, she's like,
well, doesn't that tell you all that, hey, we need to behave, we need to respect our mom's time more? Doesn't that tell you all of us, right? But anyway, those topics are aside. I hope everybody is clear on the method part of it. Okay, so let's go back to our code and what we were talking about. So what we are doing here is fruits.append, basically this appends orange at the end. Did you all appended your name to your to whatever list you made? Did you appended your name to your list? Or is anybody struggling with it? I'm doing it here one more time. Ansh, go ahead.
Can you please answer? Can you please tell me like how do you? Is it even possible to choose?
Yes, I'm coming to your question. Hold on. I'm great. Joel, you have a question?
Yeah, I don't know what y'all are doing because it just kicked me out like 5 times.
Okay, no problem. You see, I'm sharing my screen. You can follow on the screen. Yeah?
Okay.
Harshad, you have a question?
So I clicked the download thing. It says it's downloaded, but like when I go to Google Colab, it doesn't show it.
No, so it might have downloaded to your local drive and you need to upload the notebook. Okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Maybe then stay at the end of the class and I can help you. Okay? I just want to, there is a lot more to cover. Stay at the end, I'll help you.
Okay.
But at least, is everybody clear? Now, there is another thing I wanted to show you here. What I was doing was, when you are basically appending or using a method, as soon as you press the dot operator, you get all the methods which are available with that particular list. Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, and lot more. Okay? So every method has a specific function associated with it. It basically performs a specific function. For example, what can be the pop method doing? Take a guess what the pop method can maybe doing. Let me see who haven't talked yet in the class today. Okay, I'm looking for somebody who haven't talked or who is in the class. Okay, Ratin, are you able to still hear me?
Yes.
Okay, what the pop method might be doing?
I don't know.
Okay, let me give you, that's fine. Don't feel bad. Okay, here is the thing. When you have, let's say, when you have a cap or something on your Coca-Cola or excess or whatever cold drink, and you just push that cap up, you basically are popping that cap. What it is doing? When I pop the cap of a bottle, what I'm doing there, Ratin?
Popping.
Popping, basically I'm removing the cap. So pop method basically pops one of the element from the list. Okay, now let's go back to the Ansh question. Okay, Ansh, you have any other question or the same question I want to answer? Okay, let's go back here. I'm assuming you're still able to see my screen. If somebody cannot, let me know. Now, here is the important, very good question which Ansh asked. When you add orange, it only add orange at the end of the list. But what if I want to add something in the middle? For that, you basically use insert method, fruits dot insert. Now, here is one more important thing you need to remember. When you use an insert method, the first number you want to give is the index at which you want to put the item. And second is basically what is the item. So let's run this quickly. I am getting my fruits list. Then I added orange to it. Okay, I added orange to it. Okay. And then I inserted. So this is the list with oranges, with orange. Apple, banana, cherry, orange. Then I said fruits dot insert at position 1 and add blueberry. That's what I wanted to add. Now let's print this particular list. Let's see. So now I'm printing fruits again. This was my fruits list before. 0, banana was on 1. Now it is apple, blueberry is on 1, and then banana, cherry, orange. Everybody sees it? Anybody has any question about this, whatever we discussed so far? Vivan, go ahead.
So basically, whenever you put the insert command in, the blueberry took the position of the banana, took the index of the banana.
Yes, it's basically, let's say, okay, imagine there are on a bench of 3 students are already sitting, and you want to sit somewhere in the middle. You go there, you say, hey, you move to left, you move to right, I want to sit in the middle. That's what the blueberry did. Blueberry pushed the banana on the right, apple on the left, and made its position there.
Okay, thank you.
Good. All right. Now there are a few more methods here. See here, fruits dot remove banana. What this might do? Remove banana. Ratin, what this might do? Remove banana.
It will remove the banana.
It will remove the banana. Simple. Python is a very important language and very easy to learn. If you want to pick up artificial intelligence, if you want to learn how to program robots, Python is the best language to learn. And it's very easy to learn. Most of the time, it is very obvious what it is doing. Okay. Now let's see if it does remove the banana. Let's look at it. Ooh, see that magic? Okay, I hope it's clear enough here so far. So you want to go back and explore all different options with the list and different methods of the list. Okay, go home, you basically explore different methods of the list. Go ahead, Rutraj.
What is the need of that remove plug, as we can remove banana from the original code too?
What is the need of remove banana from here? We can remove it from originally from here as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great question. Thank you for asking. Now imagine you are in a school. Your school class has, let's say, maybe about 70 students. And next year, 5 of the students, they change their school and go to a different school. So the teacher who is managing your school roster, she need to remove those 5 students from her roster. And the teacher from a different school, she need to add those 5 students in her roster. Right? Same thing. Now, it's really nice. So all this, whatever you're learning, you want to basically attach it to actual practical use of whatever you're learning. Otherwise, there is no use. I would not study something which is not useful in my real life. Okay? So same thing for every function for that matter, even the pop function. Why you need to pop? Why you need a pop function when there is a remove? Can somebody tell me why you need a pop function when there is a remove function, remove method already? Why you need a pop? Hold on, Vivan. Yeah, I know you, Advait. Okay, let's see who is the next person. Arjun. Why you need a
Maybe,
pop function? Yes, please.
maybe to remove every single one of that certain word on the screen.
Maybe to remove every single one on the screen?
Yeah, instead of just one.
Okay, hold on. Who can, Aryan, why you need a pop when there is a remove function?
Is it to like move them all off the screen? Or like to eject them off?
Okay, Philippe.
Is it like faster to like take
Faster,
more
okay.
off than
Okay,
just
hold
one?
on. Hold on to that thought. Disha.
I'm guessing that if you had like a really long list, the pop function would be easier to remove the last item than going through the whole list, checking what the last item is, and then like putting it on.
Very true. Very true. Okay. So see the fundamental difference. Pop function will pop the last element from the list, whereas remove will give you flexibility to remove any element from anywhere in the list. Do you see the difference? Pop will only pop the last one, whereas remove can remove anyone from the list as long as you specify the element. Okay, we are done with the class, maybe 10 more minutes, okay, and I'm done. All right. So let's see. So we talked about list. I will leave up to you guys to go home and study all the different functions of the list. Because if I start covering it, it will take another maybe a whole day or so. Okay, but at least that gave you a flavor what list is, what some methods are, and at least hopefully that created enough interest in you to go back and explore. Something very important. We might revisit this, but I still want to specify it for the sake of completion of the course. Something called as list comprehension. This is the most important function into the list, that is list comprehension. All it does is, instead of having 3-4 different lines of code, it squeezes all that into one single line. Why do you need to squeeze the code in one single line, Philippe?
Because it would like not go slower if there's a lot of lines, like it doesn't remember as well. It's easier to remember just one line.
Absolutely. Speed of execution of the program makes a big difference. Right now you're looking at very small programs. The Zoom program through which you are working, that is a software program. The Windows is a software OS. The smaller or the squeezed in your program is, much faster it is for you to execute the program. Okay, so list comprehension basically makes your program squeeze in, makes it very small. Okay, now another very important operator, that is slicing operator. Okay, what does slicing means to you? Let's see whom I can ask to. Let's see who haven't spoken yet in depth. Tanish, you have spoken. Okay, Amruta, what does slicing means to you?
Slice is to separate like maybe two strings or integer or something in a code.
Absolutely. You basically chop a string. You basically, as you slice vegetables in the home, as somebody might be slicing few things, if you are helping your mom, which is a great idea to do, by the way. Slicing is basically you chop a string as you want it. So let's see few examples of slicing, and then I'll quickly touch base upon the dictionaries, and I have 1 or 2 announcements to make, and then we are good to go. So I'm running this one, slicing numbers. This is the list which I have defined. You use the slicing operator, that is colon operator is the slicing operator. You use the slicing operator inside the square bracket, and it basically gives you the list. So here from my numbers list, go to the second element, go to the sixth element. Do not take the sixth element. That is the most important. Do not take the sixth element. 2, 3, 4, 5. So Python do not consider the last element in the slicing operation. One before last, whatever you specify. Okay. So then it gives you the first, when you say print numbers 2 to 6, it printed 2, 3, 4, 5, did not printed the 6. That is a very important distinction. Ado, is it clear enough? I see a lot of handwriting coming on the screen.
Just trying to see what that does.
Okay. No, but is it clear enough to you?
Yeah.
Awesome. Great. Same way. Now, when you say print numbers, operator 5, it basically, so the syntax here is before the operator is a starting number, after the operator is the ending number. So if you don't specify anything for starting, it will take away right from the beginning all the way till 5th. And remember the rule, it will not consider the last specified. So it will go from 0 up to 4. Yes, Vivan, go ahead.
So the function where it says to get first 5 items, how come you don't have to say 0 and then the colon and then 5?
It's a default value.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
default value. Is everybody clear what he asked and what did I answer? Arjun, is it clear? What is the default value, Arjun?
The default value is like how it starts, basically, and then it changes throughout the code.
Default value is what?
How it starts, but then it changes throughout the code.
Hold on to that thought. Pay attention here. Joel, what is the default value? What is the meaning of default value?
It keeps kicking me out.
Okay. I know Raunak definitely knows this. Raunak, what is the meaning of default value for benefit of everybody? You are mute, buddy.
So default value is the value that is default means 0, 1, 2, 3, the numbers. The default of
Okay.
numbers is that is start from 0 in Python.
Okay. Okay, hold on to that thought. Okay, here is the thing. Okay, I know Harshad and Tanish, you raise your hands. Okay, go ahead. Harshad, what is default value?
Default is like it's already set. You don't have to like set it. It's like already set.
Tanish, I think we got the answer, right? Tanish, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Same thing.
Okay, okay, Aryan, I think it's the same thing. Okay, so imagine here, if I take a candy bar right now and show it in this class and I ask, who wants this candy bar? What will be the answer?
Everybody wants it.
Everybody wants it. That's a default value. So when somebody don't say anything or when somebody don't give you a specific value, you basically know this is basically the given value. You assume that throughout, that everybody wants it. Okay, so remember, I am cognizant and I'm really making it simple because you all are learning it first time. But if I use some words, if I use some terminology which is not clear, do not hesitate to ask. Because if you don't ask, I would assume that you are knowing and I'll just keep running forward. And the class may not benefit to you. Okay. So since there are only last 5 minutes, I want to use these 5 minutes for any QA or anybody has any other thing they want to talk about. If not, I have 2-3 announcements to make for the class and then we can basically close it. Anybody has any questions about whatever we talked today? Go ahead, Harsha.
It's not a question, but like remember I said like when I downloaded it, it's not showing in Google Colab. So like
Okay.
will you help me after class or like right now?
I think hold on towards the end of the class, I'll help you. I want you to help you stay in the class till the end. Yeah?
Okay.
Yes. Anybody has any other question? If you don't have question, I have like 8 to 10 questions and I won't let you go outside the Zoom class unless you ask me a question. You can choose. You can stay here whole day or you can ask me a few questions and then you can go home. I mean, you are in your home right now.
Entire day.
Anybody has any questions? Joel, go ahead.
What is the meaning of a boolean? Like what does the name mean?
Boolean?
Yeah.
That's a great question. Boolean is basically if somebody say only either yes or no. Yes or no is a Boolean. Great question. Adam.
Like, is there anything else you can do in a list than what you just said in this class?
I covered maybe 0.1% of what you can do in the list. The whole purpose of this class is you go back home, you have, in today's world, nobody can give an excuse that somebody did not taught me something. You all are matured enough, I guess, where you can go online, search for some tutorials, search for information. There is plenty of information available. Purpose of this class was to kindle interest in you so that you can start learning on your own. Gone are the days, if you're thinking you're some coach, some teachers, or your parent will teach you something and then you learn, then you are outdated in today's world. If you want to excel in today's world, you need to learn on your own. Those are the people who are going to succeed in going forward. Otherwise, you will be just average or below average. I'm just telling you the facts as it is. Okay, so look for, again, when you go online, first check with your parents, hey, can I go online? And is it safe for me to go online and look for some tutorials in YouTube or the places? If they allow it, then only do it. Okay? Good. Advait.
Is it possible to merge two lists without using the append function?
Yes, absolutely. You use something called as a plus. You remember plus sign?
Yeah.
If you use the plus sign, two lists can be merged together. Great question. Arjun.
So for default value, does it always start with that, or can you specifically set it to something else?
That's a great question. Thank you for asking. So those who wrote the Python program, Python language, for certain cases, they have given a default value. So when it is given in the main program, in the main library, Python will use it. If there is no default value defined, Python will tell you that there is an error, there is no value found, or something like that.
Okay,
Great question. Proud of you.
It has, if you don't put it as default value, then it'll just fail.
It will just fail, yes. Aryan.
Okay. So I was doing like a Python code today, and it said I needed something called random.ramdit. What is that?
So random is basically a function in Python where you can do random number generation. Okay. When I say random number generation, it's basically without any sequence, basically it generates you any number.
Okay. Yeah, I knew what the random part, but I had a question about the .randit part. What is that? Like it said after the random, it said .randit.
.randit, most likely it gives you a random number in a specific sequence. Like give me a random number between 5 and 10. It will pick up 5, 6, 7, something like that. That's my guess.
Okay.
I need to look at it. Yeah. Okay, Tanish, and then we can, it's 12:30. I want to make 2 announcements and close the day. Yes, go ahead.
So there's different languages right inside Python, because when we were doing something, there was this something called ROT17. So are there different languages coexisting inside Python?
There might be some few functions in different languages, but I would tell you, so C is the basic language. C and C++ are the most fundamental high-level languages. So most likely there are some C or C++ code used while writing the Python, but Python itself is a very fundamental language. So I would say mostly C and C++ is used there.
And also, is Python listening sometimes? Because if you're watching a video about Python and there's an instruction, it tells you print this, then it says it actually does it. It says.
So that's a great comment. So the Google Colab which you are using, it is backed by Google Artificial Intelligence. Okay, so it basically predicts what you might need basically when you're typing something, it predicts what you might need. Tanish, you want to sit properly, buddy? Yeah. It basically do the prediction, and based on its prediction, it gives you what the next statement should be. Okay, we'll take last question and we'll close the class. We want.
So was Python created based on the C and C#, or is it entirely different from those?
So Python, C and C# might have used to create Python. So at the end of the day, it's a language. Language is basically a way to communicate between you and your computer. Okay, so it's not C has been used to create it, But every language has a different syntax, different way of communicating. Right now, I'm speaking in English. If I want to speak some local, some other language in India, maybe Tamil or Kannada, the dialect will be different, right? Great question. Okay, so I have put in the chat there is a YouTube tutorial. Those who wants to learn more, that's a very good tutorial you want to follow. Don't go for any paid tutorials. There is enough free material available to learn Python. Okay, that's the first announcement. Second, I did put our YouTube link for this channel. I am cognizant that this is the third lecture, and we will have one more lecture next week, and then we are done for this Python course. If you like the content which I taught you, definitely follow on the YouTube, because we do regularly send lot of tutorials to learn. So you will have a lot of free material to learn about Python, about AI, about robotics, only those things. If you like to just play video, if you like to play video games, probably not a good idea to follow our YouTube tutorial channel. We don't post anything about video games. Okay. All right. Then again, last announcement is basically we do provide artificial intelligence course, which is starting from 19th of July. We invite industry professionals. We have invited like four to five industry professionals to teach that. It's a 15 weeks course. If you think you are interested in something like that, have a word with your parents. They can reach out to us. I can send them the details. The whole purpose of giving Python classes was to learn AI. One need to learn Python. Otherwise, one cannot learn AI. So you want to check with your parents. With our 4 classes, you have sufficient enough foundation where you can learn artificial intelligence. The course is designed purely for kids under 21. Okay, so it's up to you if that is something interest to you. I'm ready to close the class. Vivan, you have any last minute question or something? Okay. Does anybody wants to say anything before I hit the close button on Zoom? Harshad, you stay online. Yes, please stay online. Okay, all right. Very proud of you guys. Rather than playing or having fun, you guys want to learn. Very proud of you. You all can log out. I'll just stay with Harshad for some time.
Oh, yeah.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye. Have a good day.
Bye.